Don't worry about me, I'ma be alright. Got G-O-D all over my life. Don't worry where I've been, what I did, how I came up. Everything was a sin until they changed. Don't worry about me.
Have you ever felt like your job was getting in the way of your life? Y'all, I felt that way, I think since I was about 30 years old. I think I didn't realize that I had an entrepreneurial spirit within me. And guys, if I'm huffing and puffing a little bit, it's because I am walking. I'm out here enjoying nature. And as I'm walking, my thoughts are becoming more clearer and precise. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, how many other people have ever felt like their jobs are getting in the way of their life? I mean, really. If you have felt like that, let me know. And what did you do about it? Sometimes we stay in these dead-end jobs that are going nowhere. We're worried about health coverage. We're worried about retirement. And yet, we're constantly on this hamster wheel. Like the job I just came from. Like every month, it was the same thing. Collect debt. Collect the money. Write business. You know, same old, same old. And I really felt like I was not enjoying my life. I was wrapped up in a system that wasn't going to change. It didn't matter whether I stood up to the boss, told the boss where to go. They're not doing it right. All that stuff that we go through on jobs. At the end of the day, I had to make a decision. You know what? I'm on a hamster wheel going nowhere. And it's time for me to get off the wheel and create something else. Whether I fail or whether I succeed. You know what failure is to me? To never have tried. To never have tried. I'm walking outside, and this is my third lap, by the way, y'all. I'm getting it in today. Can you imagine? Always going to work every single day, whether that's 7 to 7 at night, 9 to 5, 8 to 4:30, and never reach your potential because you're too afraid to leave the job. Well, I got kids in school. Well, I have a mortgage. I have this and that. And don't get me wrong, I'm not belittling those things. You know, I tell my sisters and them, I say, sometimes I feel like I don't have much sense. Because I'm one of those people that, have you ever heard the saying, you ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of? It's like that. And it's not that, I'm not aware that I have to pay my bills and do those type of things, but I'm aware that if I'm not mentally healthy, if I'm not physically healthy, if the job is causing me stress and it's causing me anxiety and it's causing me to devalue myself because I'm not being valued by my employer, what is it gaining for me? How is it helping me to be who I want to be? I often say that my oddity is my commodity. What do I mean by that? I'm a very odd, peculiar person. I have never really met people that think like me, and I'm not saying that to be braggadocious or arrogant. I'm just saying it in a way like sometimes I think the way that I think is not something that the average person would think about. Or maybe they will. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I know that I have much more to share. And I'm not the average person. And me staying at a job I believe was stifling me. And if you've heard any of my videos thus far, one of the main reasons why I left my job is, first of all, I'm dealing with grief from my mom. And guys, grief is in itself a whole entire beast. Like, it comes upon you in sudden ways. So if you guys, are dealing with the passing of a loved one, or, maybe you've gone through divorce, or maybe your life just isn't where you want it to be, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to mourn your life. Because even after the death, guys, there will be life. There will be life. We just got to get through the valley to get back on top to the mountaintop. And whatever that looks like for you, whether that looks like you quitting your job or hiking across the U.S., whatever that looks like to you, do it. You owe it to yourself to check in with you. One of the things I want to do as a person, I want everything that I do to have substance, have meaning, to help somebody. I started this YouTube channel not for monetary reasons and things like that. Yes, I would love to go viral. Yes, I would love to have my moment in the sun. But that's not really why I'm doing this channel. I'm doing it to help other people like me. I'm 54 years old. I'm not married. I don't have any children. I don't have any assets other than my home. And that was given through an inheritance from my mom. But I realized for a long time that I have been helping other people and neglecting myself, neglecting what I want, neglecting what I have a passion to do. I've allowed people to hold me back and tell me, oh no, don't do that. You need to have a good job. You need to have the health benefits. And all of these things have caused me to cower. The only words of wisdom I can give you all is don't allow somebody else's fear to impact whether you're going to stay at a job or leave a job. Sometimes leaving the nest will cause us to soar. Today is a good day because I'm out here walking. And I don't have to make any major decisions today. And I know what some of you guys are thinking probably, well, Kesa, you don't have all the obligations that I have. You don't have this or that. I have obligations, trust and believe that. But when I'm so wound up into my obligations and I can't do this or that, I create a rigid life for myself. And you're doing the same thing. You're creating rigidness. You're creating bondage for yourself. Tell you what, start off with a long vacation. How about that? Start off with, if you have time, start off with a 4-week vacation or 2 weeks if that's what you have. And just sit in your house for a couple of days or just go walk or do whatever for a couple of days and see how your whole countenance changed, your whole vibe. See how you're energized. For me, my job was sucking my life away. My name is Kesa. I'm 54 and I'm starting from scratch.
Don't worry about me, I'ma be alright. Got G-O-D all over my life. Don't worry where I've been, what I did, how I came up. Everything was a sin until they changed. Don't worry about me.